The year is 2032. Prices rose faster than wages did. Groceries became luxuries. Dessert became a memory. To restore order, an artificial system was created. It was called Price Core. Price Core calculated that joy was ineffective, insufficient, flavor was unnecessary, and sugar was a weakness. Its enforcers, budgetators, were deployed worldwide. Their mission was simple: eliminate waste, control spending, and end desserts. But the resistance discovered a flaw. Price Core could calculate cost, but it could not understand comfort. One budgetator was captured, programmed not to fight a war, but to save dessert. With the primary directive altered, cost efficiency was no longer the priority. Flavor was. That change unlocked something Price Core never anticipated. A machine capable of opening space-time itself. We would use it only once, to send the budgetator back to the year 2025, before humanity destroyed dessert forever. Where do I start? I'll tell you what, there's nothing like having some action-packed storytelling before a cooking video. All right, well today we're not actually cooking anything. Today is a no-bake day. Today we're doing a dessert, something I don't usually do, but I have a request to do a dessert, any dessert, from user Just Another Bone Clock 8639, and I told him I would. So today we're making peanut butter lasagna. Peanut butter lasagna, I have no idea, but we're gonna find out. So let's head over to my tiny little kitchen and see what we need to make this peanut butter lasagna. At the same time, all my affiliate links and merch store links are in the description. Well, let's head over. Here's a quick rundown of everything that we're using. This recipe is courtesy of spaceshipsandlaserbeams.com. You can go to their website, check them out. They got all kinds of dessert recipes. We got some cream cheese, some vanilla pudding, creamy peanut butter, some powdered sugar. It calls for 4 cups of whipping cream, so I got a lot of whipping cream. Make sure we got plenty. Some whole milk. This is chocolate syrup for the top. It calls for peanut butter cookies. I'm using these Great Value. That should be just fine. And it calls for peanut butter chips. All they have are Reese's at Walmart, so that's what I got. And all this is going to be in a 9x13 baking dish, but there will be no baking going on here today. So first thing we got to do is get the pudding made and get these cookies prepped up. So let's do that. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these cookies and just kind of cover the bottom of this baking dish best I can, and now I need to make the cream cheese and powdered sugar. Now, this didn't quite work out the way I was seeing it in my head. I don't know if I'm supposed to be, if I'm doing this right, but I went ahead and added the cup of whipped cream, and that kind of helped a little bit, but I sure made a mess. All right, now that that's done, now we're going to put it over the top of these cookies. Now this is a little harder than it looks. I'm making it look pretty easy because it's going really fast, but it's not that easy for me anyway. All right, next, plastic wrap, and into the freezer it goes for about 15-20 minutes. Next up we have, oh yes, our pudding. So just make the instant pudding with the directions on the box. So 2 cups of milk, blend that up really good, and now we're going to add a cup of peanut butter to that. Mix that in. Once we get that all mixed up really good, we're going to add a cup of Cool Whip to that. And with that, I just mix it up with my hand because I used too small of a bowl. Go figure. I sure hope I'm doing this right. I mean, is this because I'm making a mess. I'm making a little bit of a mess, but you know what, whatever, because I would rather be sauteing up some onion, celery, and garlic and all that stuff and making something fantastic that way, but that's not what we're doing today. Today we're making dessert, so let's get back to it. All right, now I need to crush these guys up, and I just did it. I just broke them up by hand, and then I took the butt end of a wooden spatula and just started crushing them to the best of my ability. All right, that comes back out of the freezer. We're gonna take our whipped peanut butter topping. We're gonna spread that across the top. Get it nice and smooth, and then we're gonna wrap that back up, and it goes back in the freezer for another 15 or 20 minutes. All right, that comes out. We're gonna top it again with the whipped cream. The last 2 cups of whipped cream goes over the top. Then we're gonna start sprinkling our peanut butter chips over that, as well as the cookie crumbles. While we're doing that, I need to melt some peanut butter. So I don't know how much. I just put like, I don't know, a cup or so in this bowl and threw it in the microwave for about 30-40 seconds. Then I'm going to take the peanut butter, nice and melted, and just drizzle it over the top. Now, mind you, I don't do desserts, so I'm not like a professional dessert maker, drizzler. And last but not least, drizzle of chocolate syrup. That's optional, of course. I think it looks really nice on there. And there you have it. That is our dessert, our peanut butter lasagna. And then in the oven, it goes for an additional, I mean, not the oven, in the freezer for an additional 30 minutes. All right, let's check out those layers. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty rich. And that looks pretty dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. I just gained 5 pounds by just looking at it. Man, that looks good. I'm telling you, that stuff looks dangerous. I mean, just looking at it, I've already gained like 5 pounds. But now we gotta try it. We gotta taste test it. I got a whole pan of this stuff now. I'm gonna have to find someone to share it with, because that would not be good to eat that whole pan by myself. They're probably good. Let's try it. Decadent, crunchy, and cold. You'll want it cold. Yeah. You see why we freeze it? It stiffens it up, and that cold really helps. Oh my god. I'm gonna get so fat. Hold on. Alright. I gotta put it down for now. Hey, there you go. I made my dessert, and who knows, I might do some more dessert videos. That was easy. It was easy. It's delicious. It's extremely fattening and very rich and decadent. So anyway, hey, if you guys like what I do on my channel, do me a favor, like the video, consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.